classic Greek dish, also known as Paidakia, which are chops, lamb chops. I'm making a classic barbecue lamb chops with a simple marinade sauce. I have here 600 grams of lamb chops, which should be good for 3 people. That's roughly 3 lamb chops a portion. Some lemons for the juice, some olive oil, salt, pepper, oregano, and 3 cloves of garlic. I will be adding some rosemary and some chilies as well, which is optional. Now I'm going to show you how to marinate the lamb chops. Start off by crushing some garlic. You can use the flat side of the knife. Just give it a little whack. I find it easier to take the skin off the garlic by doing that. You can either grate it or finely chop it with a knife. In this case, I'm going to use the grater. Don't worry about the garlic being roughly grated, because it's just a marinade, so appearance doesn't really matter. Toss that onto the lamb. Bit of oregano. You can use fresh or dry oregano, that's up to you, whatever is available to you. In this case, I'm using dry oregano. About a teaspoon of oregano should do. A couple pinches of salt, black pepper, the chopped rosemary, again just roughly chopped. I'm adding a chili. You don't have to if you don't want to. I find it gives it a little bit of a kick. Depending on your taste, you can deseed the chili for it to be less hot. But this particular chili doesn't really have that many seeds, so I'm not really worried about that. Good squeeze of lemon juice. And a good dash of olive oil. Now just mix it up. And then you're going to need to set this in the fridge either for a good hour or preferably overnight if you like, just to get all the flavors to penetrate the meat. Yeah, best thing, cover with cling film and stick it in the fridge. Okay, lamb chops have been sitting in the fridge now for about a couple hours. And I'm just going to throw them onto this grill that I have. Today I'm using a gas grill. I mean, you can use charcoal grill, which works just the same. Or you could actually, if you don't have a barbecue, use a griddle pan on a stove. And if that's the case, just sear it on both sides till it's a nice little golden color. And then throw it into a hot oven for about 4 to 6 minutes, depending on how you like your meat cooked. In this case, I'm doing it on the grill like this, and I will cover it for a few minutes just to let the heat get through. And Can't see why you shouldn't pour the rest of the sauce on the top. Nothing wrong with flavor. Just want to color each side. Probably best to leave it for about 2 minutes on each side just to color, and then we'll cook through. Abundance of like goat and lamb in the rural countryside. And chops tend to be a favorite dish there for barbecues. Basically just want to color each side, and then we'll allow it to cook through. Let's get the meat. I think these are done now. Depending on your barbecue. Mine today is running on a very low heat, so I've had to cook them for about 8 to 10 minutes. But if you are using a hot grill, I suggest you just color them as such on the outside for 2 minutes on each side, and then set them aside on a medium heat for about 6 to 8 minutes. But like I said, cooking times do vary. And take these out. Allow them to rest for a couple of minutes. This way it gives the meat a bit of chance to relax. There's an old trick I use. And that's just using your index finger with your thumb, pressing down. This will give you a rear. As you go along your fingers, the muscle tenses and you get to a well done. As you can see, once these guys are relaxed, they should be cooked to a good medium. Just gonna give a last drizzle of olive oil. Sprinkle of salt. And a little squeeze of lemon juice. And there you have my barbecue Greek lamb chops. Now to taste.
Taste. It's a little cold now.
Been a few minutes.
Very good. Good? What is it? Very good. So you know it's fast liver, you put a liver on. Well done to the first ever